I don't know how many takes this is, but you have to turn on the video to record. So, hi, Mom. These are video letters to my mom. We are doing a study of Hebrews together. I spoke with her yesterday, and she said she would like to do it with me. I told her I was doing a study of Hebrews. So, we're just happy to be doing a study of the Bible, of any book, but right now we're doing Hebrews. And I have a little script, but I don't know how to do YouTube. I really don't know how to do videos. But if you do run across this, you're welcome to like, subscribe, comment positively. I'm almost 70. Mom's in her 90s. We don't need a lot of negativity in our lives. We have enough negativity in this world. So let's all just, if you do run across this video, let's just all walk in love. I'm not a biblical scholar. I have no professional training in Bible teachings. These are just video letters to my mom. Paul wrote to the Jewish believers all the letters, and now I'm going to write these videos to my mom. They may not always pertain to Bible verses. I may discuss other things with her. My mother doesn't live that far from me, but we don't get to spend a lot of time together. And so this is my way of letting her know that I am still in the Word and that I love her very much. And I'm studying Hebrews on my own, and I don't really know how to do this or how to edit or anything, so it'll just, all my mess ups will be here. I'm in my little home on wheels, as my how, as my grandchildren call it. It's my girl cave, my she shed, that my grandchildren call it also. I have my granddaughter that comes a lot, and my 3 great grands, and my grandchildren and my great grandchildren just make my life great. I'm married to a man who really is into ham radio and computers, but he has to be in the computers because that's how he makes his living, our living. My mom is a wonderful Christian woman. She was saved at 26 at a revival that my cousin Thelma and Shirley invited her to, as I remember. If it's wrong, Mom, you can do your own video and send it to me, and I'll post it up so you can make the corrections. But thank the Lord that she raised us, her and Dad raised us in the church. My dad was a wonderful man, and he went to be with the Lord in 2007. And we miss him dearly, but Mom just keeps trucking on. So we're going to get into the Hebrews. And today I'm going to do the introduction out of the Tree of Life Version Bible. The letter to the Hebrews, through the title, is not the original to the book. It is written to Jewish believers in Yeshua of the first century. As we can tell from the content, at one time, the author, who is not named, was thought to be Paul, but scholars today agree that we don't know who the author is. The author is unknown. Whoever he or she is, he or she is thoroughly skilled in his handling of the Greek language and Jewish thought, particularly without reference to the temple service. With reference to the temple service, I read that wrong. The date, though not firmly known, appears to be before 70 CE. We can conclude this from remarks that the Old Covenant is close to vanishing, and the question, would they not have ceased to be offered, would suggest that the temple sacrificial system was still operative. More important than the author or date is the situation of the Jewish believers being addressed. Despite their maturity and sophistication, some were on the road to abandoning their faith altogether and returning to a Judaism minus Yeshua. They were being treated as outsiders or even traitors to the Jewish people and undergoing trials and persecution. Though apparently no one had yet become a martyr, others were following strange teachings and even had stopped meeting with other believers for worship. But returning to traditional Judaism would mean also mean laying aside the faith that Yeshua had opened a way into the heavenly sanctuary, allowing for direct access to God and face-to-face prayer. The author of Hebrews is quite concerned for the faith of these Jewish followers of Yeshua. Much of the letter is given to showing that Yeshua, the incarnate God of Israel himself, is greater than anyone else, greater than the angels, greater than Moses, the bringer of a greater covenant with a greater priesthood than before, and a greater sacrifice that fully atones for our sins. Since this is true, abandoning Yeshua is equivalent to turning away from the God of Israel. Along with the emphasis on Yeshua come several passages illustrated from the Tanakh, warning that turning from trust in Yeshua will bring consequences, but the author wants to encourage, not scold. He points in chapter 11 to a hall of fame of Jewish heroes who followed God in spite of obstacles and even persecution, setting an example for us today. To those who persevere, a Sabbath rest with the Lord is promised. And how does perseverance come? By focusing on Yeshua, the initiator and perfecter of faith. So, we're going to read Hebrews 1. At many times and in many ways, God spoke long ago to the fathers through the prophets. In those days, he was spoken to us through a Son, whom he appointed heir of all things and through whom he created the universe. The Son is the radiance of his glory and the imprint of his being, upholding all things by his powerful word. When he had made purification for our sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. Thus he became as far above the angels as the name he has inherited is more excellent than the others. For to which of the angels did God ever say, "You are my son, today I have become your father, and again I will be to him a father, and he will be my son"? So we'll stop there. We've read verses 1 through 5 of Hebrews 5, and tomorrow we will do the reference verses to these first 5, and we'll go from there. Okay, I love you, Mommy dearest. That's a joke between me and my mom. God bless you. Bye-bye.